You are acquainted with Mr. Kranz, the plaintiff, are you not? I met him, some few months ago. I don't know exactly when, after I met Mr. Stone and Mr. Roman. You were in his office on one or more occasions, were you not? On 2 occasions. Will you tell us the general nature of the visit to his office? It was in connection with a discussion at the suggestion of Mr. Roman, who suggested that I discuss with Mr. Kranz the availability of being able to get a patent or patent protection on a B&M, that is, brakes and means efficiency instrument, in connection with aircraft. In other words, nothing related to the Save More Bank? No. Did you ever have occasion to discuss with Mr. Kranz matters pertaining to the Save More Bank? No, I did not. Did Mr. Stone, in your presence, discuss with Mr. Kranz matters pertaining to the Save More Bank? No, he did not. At the address which you gave me previously as being the address of the Save More Company, did you at that address receive mail addressed to the Save More Corporation? Yes, that address did receive mail, but truthfully, I never opened any of that mail. You never saw any statements by the plaintiff which were sent to the Save More Corporation at that address? I don't recall any. But you knew he was billing the Save More Corporation, is that correct? Yes, I did. Did you object to him billing the Save More Corporation? Defendant's counsel objected to as being immaterial. As far as you know, did Mr. Stone or anyone else ever question the reasonableness of plaintiff's charges? Defendant's counsel objected to as being immaterial. At the time that the corporation was being billed by Mr. Kranz, did you know that the corporation was without assets? Defendant's counsel objected to as being immaterial. Did you request Mr. Kranz to contact his Washington associate in connection with C and P applications? No, I did not. But you knew that Mr. Stone did, is that correct? Defendant's counsel objected to as being immaterial. Did you at any time approve in writing any expenses incurred by the Save More Corporation from June 10th, 1954 on? Defendant's counsel objected to as being immaterial. Save More Corporation had no source of income other than the income which might possibly be coming to them through Save More Company, is that correct? To the best of my knowledge, they had no other source of income. In fact, to the best of your knowledge, the Save More Corporation was not engaged in business of any sort from June 10th, 1954 through April of 55. Is that correct? Defendant's counsel objected to as being immaterial. Did you ever resign as president of Save More Corporation? How could I resign when I was never elected president? By what authority, may I ask then, did you sign this agreement of Save More Corporation, being Plaintiff's Exhibit Number 1 for identification? I did it on the basis of my attorney handing me the agreements, when actually it is now your testimony that you were not an officer in the corporation nor a stockholder of the corporation. Is that correct? That is correct. Did you continue from June 10th, 1954 on to operate and conduct your business of the Save More Company insofar as it related to the Save More Corporation on the basis of Plaintiff's Exhibit Number 1 for identification? Yes, I did. When did you terminate your business relations as between Save More Corporation and Save More Corporation, if you have? We have not. You mean this agreement is still in force and effect? Defendant's counsel, well, there has been a substantial loss, and there is a special undertaking, and there is a mortgage on the equipment, and it requires a reassignment of all of the properties received, like patents and anything else. Under the agreement, he has a certain period of time in which to liquidate that obligation. I think if you will read the agreement, you will see that. Did the Save More Company at any time pay over profits to the corporation pursuant to the agreement? No, they did not. Did you enter into a contract with Mr. Harvey for the manufacture of Save More banks on June 10th, 1954? Pursuant to a letter agreement, yes, I did. I now show you a document which has been marked as Plaintiff's Exhibit Number 2 for identification, a letter dated June 10th, 1954, addressed to Mr. Floyd Parnell, Save More Corporation, Melvin Stone, and Irving Roman, and signed by Mr. Harvey and accepted by Floyd A. Parnell. Is that your agreement? that is, and signed by Mr. Melvin Stone and Irving Roman, and Save More Corporation by Floyd A. Parnell, President. Is this your signature? It is. When did you sign this agreement? Simultaneously with the agreement of record here, Plaintiff's Exhibit Number 1 for identification. Now, Plaintiff's Exhibit Number 2 for identification indicates that you signed as President of Save More Corporation. Did you have any authority from the Save More Corporation or any authorization to sign for the corporation as its president or otherwise? It was signed under the same circumstances as the agreement which you call Plaintiff's Exhibit Number 1, and it was signed. Do you know whether the 50 shares of stock which you were to buy from Mr. Stone, whether or not they were in an escrow? No, I do not. Did Save More Company incur any other expense besides the payment to Harco for the banks in connection with its operation? Sales expenses. Such as what? Commissions, telephone expense.
How do you write expense?
S-P-E-N-S.
And then how do you write spends?
I write it with a Z.
I try and do that, but I always forget.
Well, you're always going to forget if you don't put it down. Can't remember all these things. There are a million of them. I put them down. And when I finally, after a couple of months, mastered it, I forgot about it. So I remember all of them. What was the last thing I gave it? What did I cut off?
Cuts off. Sales expenses, such as
Okay,
what?
okay.
Commissions, telephone.
$175. How is that, push or?
Still a little bit of the push, yeah.
Okay. Ready for the next one?
Yeah. I'm ready.
Ready?